Let me hit you with a truth most men never consider. It's not who you are that makes her chase you. It's how you make her feel about herself when she's around you. And the biggest mistake men make? They try to impress women, when they should be understanding them, not on the surface, not what she says in words, but what she feels underneath. Because here's the cold, stoic truth. Every woman, no matter how confident, how beautiful, how successful, carries fears. Silent fears she'll never admit. And the man who sees those fears without judgment, the man who moves differently because he understands them, that's the man she chases. So in this video, I'll break down the 5 core fears most women carry, and how you, as a grounded stoic man, can respond in a way that makes her chase you. Let's dive in. Part 1. The fear of not being enough. Every woman deep down carries this. Am I enough? Enough to be loved, enough to be chosen, enough to be kept. Society bombards her with messages about perfection, her looks, her status, her femininity, and no matter how confident she seems, there's usually a quiet, haunting fear that says, one day, he'll see through me and walk away. Here's where most men screw this up. They try to fix it. They throw compliments. They say things like, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," but it doesn't land because she knows you're reacting to her fear, not seeing past it. The stoic response? Don't inflate her ego. Don't cater to her insecurity. Anchor her, say less, but make your words carry weight. You don't have to prove anything to me. Just be. That one sentence, delivered with calm presence, makes her breathe, because she no longer feels like she has to perform to be loved. And that man, she chases him, because he offers relief from the noise in her head. Part 2. The fear of abandonment. Let's talk about a deeper fear most men never see, the fear that you'll leave, and not just physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Even the most independent women often carry this wound. Maybe it's from a father who was inconsistent, maybe an ex who disappeared, maybe just life teaching her not to trust too easily. So when she starts to catch feelings, her fear kicks in. What if I open up and he vanishes? And this is when she'll test you, she'll pull away, she'll pick a fight, she'll act cold just to see if you flinch. Most men get offended, defensive, emotional. But the stoic man, he holds the frame. He sees her fear and doesn't feed it. He stays centered. You don't chase, you don't react, you just remain present and calm. I'm not going anywhere, but I also won't prove it to you. I'll show you over time. When a man doesn't fold under emotional pressure, he becomes rare. And when she sees she can't scare you off, that's when she chases you. Not because you promised, but because you proved you're the kind of man who stays rooted when emotions rise. Part 3. The fear of being fully seen. Here's the paradox. She wants to be seen, but she's terrified to be truly seen. Because if you see the real her, the jealous parts, the insecure parts, the emotional chaos behind the confidence, she thinks you'll run. So what does she do? She hides behind a mask. Cool girl. Low maintenance. Emotionally unavailable. But behind all of that, she wants you to see what's real. Here's what separates the stoic man. You don't get fooled by her image. You don't chase the mask. You sit in stillness and wait for the real her to emerge. And when it does, you don't flinch, you don't judge, you don't try to fix, you don't act shocked. You just observe. You say with your energy, you're safe to be seen here. And that safety, that's the ultimate drug for a woman who's tired of pretending. When a man sees her without trying to use her, she chases him, not for his status, his looks, or his money, but for that rare experience of emotional freedom. Part 4. The fear of losing control. Here's the irony. She wants to let go. She wants to surrender. She wants to feel safe enough to be led, but she's terrified of what happens if she gives up control. Will you drop her? Will you manipulate her? Will you take advantage? So she keeps control, she makes decisions, she keeps distance. She acts like she doesn't need anyone. But the truth? She's exhausted. She's tired of leading. She's craving a man who knows how to lead without domination. That's where the Stoic man thrives. You don't control. You direct, you don't dominate, you decide. You don't overpower, you guide. And when she challenges you, you don't compete. You stay grounded. You say things like, "Relax, I've got this," and in that moment she exhales, because she realizes, maybe for the first time, I don't have to do it all myself anymore. And that's what makes her follow you, that's what makes her chase you. Part 5. The fear of choosing the wrong man. This one is subtle but massive. She's not just scared of being hurt, she's scared of being hurt by the man she chose. Because if she chooses the wrong man, it's not just pain, it's shame. That's why many women hesitate, test, or keep one foot out the door. It's not that they don't like you, they're just scared of choosing wrong. And again, here's where most men mess it up. They try to convince her, "I'm not like other guys. You can trust me, I'd never hurt you." That doesn't work. You don't convince her. You prove it by how you live. You keep your word. You stay consistent. You lead with integrity. The Stoic man knows words mean nothing. Behavior means everything. And when your presence is consistent, calm and clear, she begins to trust her own choice. She begins to relax into the idea that this one is different. And once she feels safe in that choice, she won't just stay, she'll chase. Part 6. The Stoic man's advantage. Now you might be thinking, so wait, all I have to do is understand her fears and she'll chase me? Yes, but only if your understanding comes with embodied strength. Because understanding alone isn't enough. You also have to be emotionally grounded, calm under pressure, clear. In your intentions, still in your presence. That's the Stoic frame. You don't get pulled into her chaos, you become the calm she didn't know she needed. You speak less, but every word lands. You move slower, but every action carries weight. You don't react, you respond, and when you do that, you become the emotional anchor she's been searching for. Not to save her, not to fix her, but to stand firm while she softens. That's the ultimate masculine power. And it's the kind of power that doesn't need to chase, because it's the kind that gets chased. Part 7. Final words. Be the man she can't shake. Here's what I want you to remember. She's not chasing your looks. She's not chasing your money. She's not chasing your charm. She's chasing how you make her feel. Especially when her fears are loud. Most men amplify those fears. The Stoic man neutralizes them with silence, presence, and strength. Understand her unspoken fears and meet them with unshakable masculinity. She'll lean in. She'll test. You shall feel something she can't explain. And before long, she'll be chasing the man she never thought she'd find. If this hit deep, like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me which of these fears you've noticed in the women you've met. And more importantly, how are you going to respond differently now? Because this isn't about getting women to submit, chase, or fall at your feet. It's about being the kind of man who doesn't need to chase at all. Stay calm, stay strong, stay stoic. She'll feel it, and when she does,